Hey everyone, how's it going? Just wanted to record this video here. It's a beautiful day. I'm in a bridge. It's a beautiful day here in New England. It's in the 30s and sunny, so you can't complain in February when weather's like that. So I can actually hold my phone and talk at the same time without my hand freezing off. But I want to talk about something that's been on my mind. I've been thinking about it for quite a few days, and I haven't had a chance to really record a video on it, but now I do. Someone asked a question in one of the coaching groups that I belong to, and they asked, what do you do when your client says that they just don't have the motivation to work on their health anymore? Or they're just trying to find, they don't have the, whatever it might be. They don't have the motivation to go to the gym. They don't have the motivation to meal prep. They don't have the motivation to get to bed early, whatever it might be. And I think my response to this was that we're doing something wrong as a coach. And I put the blame on us as coaches because we can't rely on motivation for a lifelong change. There's just no world where you're always going to be motivated to go to the gym, or always be motivated to eat the salad, or always going to be motivated to shut off the phone and go to sleep. The relying on motivation, things like motivation, willpower, that type of stuff, can be good sometimes. Like when you first get started, motivation can be a great thing in making change because you're just really excited to do these things and what the potential outcomes are going to be. But eventually, like that motivation is going to go away. I'm not going to lie to you and say that every day I wake up motivated at 5 o'clock in the morning to go downstairs and work out. I don't. Most days, actually, I wake up and I'm like, just dragging myself into the gym, and there's no motivation there to do it, right? But yet I still do it every day. And why? Because I no longer rely on motivation. I found habits that I know, one, fit into my lifestyle, so I don't really need motivation to do them. It's just part of what I do, right? It is my life, right? I have learned to eat the way I eat, go to bed on time, wake up and work out because I know that in the long term, doing those things is going to pay off, right? I don't need motivation to do it because I know that the outcome I am after is going to be served by these habits. And that's why when motivation is low, I still do them 99.9% of the time, right? I no longer need motivation. So then the question becomes, how do you get these things into you or make them part of your lifestyle so that you no longer need motivation? How do you get to that point, Ryan? Trial and error. It's all I can tell you. If I'm working for a client and they're saying like, Ryan, I just didn't have the motivation to do my workout today. That happens every once in a while. No big deal. I'm not stressing over it. I'm not making any changes. If I see several weeks in a row, they're like, just can't get myself into the gym. I'm not motivated to do it. Then we need to make some changes, right? Because even if you were motivated, what happens the next week when you're not motivated, or the next month, or the next year when you're not motivated, right? You're just going to drop the habit and go back to where you were. That's why so many people end up in this vicious cycle of starting and stopping and starting and stopping and starting and stopping because the motivation wanes, the enthusiasm wanes, and then you're stuck, you fall back to your old habits, which is put you where you were when you started, or even worse. So as a coach, when I hear someone tell me that I don't have the motivation to do XYZ thing, and it's happening consistently over and over again, then I'm looking for a different approach. Maybe we're changing the workout regimen, the type of exercises we're doing. We're changing the time that exercise gets done. We're splitting up the workouts into different pieces, different workouts. We're changing the order. We're trying to find a way, either a combination of exercises, location that they're done, time of day that they're done, etc., so that it requires less motivation. It is just automatic. It happens, right? And then I'm also looking for them to connect with them with their ultimate reason for why they want to do this. What is your ultimate outcome? For me, my ultimate outcome is to be the best dad, best husband I can be. I want to be playing with my kids, being able to do all the things that they want to do from now until I leave this earth. And I know that in order to achieve that, I need to prioritize my health. And that includes my nutrition, that includes my sleep, it includes my exercise, includes my stress management, it includes all that. And when I don't feel like doing something, I just take a look at my kids, right? I think about the things that I want to do with them, things that I still can do with them, the things that I have done with them. And that's all the motivation I need to get my butt down in the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning, or to choose the healthy meal option over the highly processed meal option, or to shut the lights off at 9 o'clock and go to sleep, or to do my daily meditation or whatever. I just remind myself of why I'm doing the things I'm doing. And suddenly there's no motivation. There's no question in my mind anymore of whether I should do this thing. I know what I need to do, and it makes it easy because I realize what I'm going to gain by doing these things. So in a way, I guess you could say that's motivation, right? I'm using my family as my motivation, but I don't need to feel motivated in the moment. It still feels hard. It still feels tough. And it's okay, right? Things are not going to feel easy all the time. We want to make them as easy as possible. That doesn't mean you're going to have days where you don't really feel like going to the gym, or you really feel like having a whole pizza, or you really just want to sit up on a couch and watch a show, right? Instead of go to bed, right? There are going to be those days. There's going to be those temptations. And if they happen occasionally, it's not a big deal, right? It's not a big deal. But we need to look. If you find something is not working and you're no longer motivated to do it, then that's a signal that you need to change your approach to make it easier. And two, you need to really think about what your why is for why you want to do those things. Maybe that why really isn't good enough. Like maybe getting into a swimsuit isn't really enough motivation to eat the way you want to eat, right? Maybe you need to rethink why you're doing it. You want to make these changes. What is the reason behind them? What is the driving factor? And reassess what you're doing, right? That is why I put the blame on the coach, because that's the job of a coach. That's what I'm supposed to be there to assist the client in doing. I'm supposed to be helping them and just through this trial and error process of figuring out the things that work and the approaches that work, and really helping them dig deep into what their why might be. And that's why I answered that question the way I did. So if you need help, your motivation tends to wane and get stuck in this on-off cycle. And you need help really stopping to rely on willpower and motivation to get things done. That's what I do. That's one of my jobs as a coach. So reach out. Happy to help. Happy to talk about what coaching looks like. This isn't supposed to be a sales pitch. You can obviously do this yourself. And all the power to you if you can. But if you're looking for help, you're tired of bouncing back and forth. I'm happy to talk how I can help you do that. And the best way to do that is come to my website at rjphealth.coach. Click on the schedule discovery call button, fill out that form there, and we can talk a little bit more about what coaching would look like for you. But also, I put out a ton of free content all the time on these topics and strategies and approaches around nutrition, sleep, stress, exercise, movement, all that fun stuff. And the best way to keep up with that free content that I put out is to sign up for my newsletter. Again, you can do that at my website, rjphealth.coach. Click on the newsletter link at the top, enter your email address to get on the newsletter. With that, I hope everyone has a good week, and I'll talk to y'all soon.